Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambeau channel. Ripple giant helps wire whopping 225.2 million XRP over past 24 hours. Indeed, a lot of XRP flowing all over the place. I'm going to be running through this story. It comes from crypto media outlet You Today, as well as this piece from the Daily Hodl titled "A German Bank Gearing Up to Launch Cryptocurrency Fund," and it's a snub against XRP. No, they're so there. I mean, it's a cool story in general, just for the story of cryptocurrency adoption in general. Happy to admit that, but there are a few coins that will be included in this fund at start. Just 3, and one of them is stellar. XRP is not one of them. How about that? Anyway, lots to cover in this video, but before we go any further, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you would please ever so delicately tap the like button, I would definitely appreciate the support, because if you do, it will tell the YouTube machine that you don't completely hate this particular Moon Lambeau hot jam, in which case the YouTubes will be more likely to suggest that more people watch it, so I'd appreciate it. And also, go ahead and subscribe to the Moon Lambeau channel and take my free content, damn it. The price is right. I wanted to share something else with you that I got a kick out of this, so I had to share this earlier. So there's what do I even call it? Like an author? Is author the right word? A writer? That runs a Twitter account and a blog called XRP The Standard Productions. I've mentioned them on the channel a number of times, and I think a lot of the stuff that this guy writes is pretty damn funny here. And there's this piece from a few months ago. It must have been, I think it was the end of September. And this one was titled, I should explain what they are. So XRP The Standard Productions, it's basically like an XRP version of The Onion. So with The Onion, it's just like it's a fake news outlet that writes stuff in such a way that it's absurd stuff, but it's written in a professional way, and written as though these were actual stories. And so it's purely satire. This is not real. And so anyway, the title for this piece was huge. Ripple merges with Apple to form Rapple. And by the way, if you can look at your screen right now, look at this freaking logo. It's like the Ripple logo, but with apples on the end. Okay, you gotta love this stuff here. I mean, the attention to detail, it's exquisite. And so it just opens, I'm just gonna read the first sentence here. In what is being called the most gargantuan and world-changing merger in technology and fintech history, blockchain payments company Ripple and world mega power Apple joined forces Friday to form the new techno payment company Rapple, which is it's clearly absurd, made up stuff. Look at that absurd logo. I mean, it's hilarious. And so this was brought to my attention here. Here we go. Yeah. So I freaking love this. I saw this from someone named Eric Wall. He's a CIO at something. I don't know. I'm not sure who the individual is. Doesn't matter, but he shared this. And you can see there's a little, I'm not playing the audio, but there's a video in the background. And this is from a woman on TikTok. And so I read this first before listening to this video. It says, my normie friend literally just sat next to me and watched this on their phone and asked me if I knew about XRP. What the F word is Rapple? And so this woman right here, she's speaking about how, you're not going to make money, the 9-to-5 job way, this or that. And then she encouraged people to purchase shares of XRP because the shares of XRP at the time anyway were only 25 cents. Well, first of all, they're not shares. XRP is a cryptocurrency. It's not a share of XRP. It's a cryptocurrency. But then she cited the primary reason to do this, to get rich, is because Ripple just merged with Apple. So she took this satire as actual news, and she's got quite a following on TikTok apparently, and just from her account, it was seen like, I don't know, somebody said like 250,000 times. And so I got a kick out of it. I just thought I'd share it with you. And some people in the comment section are thinking, this is not good. This is not a good thing for Ripple. And, it doesn't make them look good. I thought, well, hold on. If people believe that this is real, then it sounds positive, so it shouldn't be hurting Ripple. And if they recognize it's a joke, then it also shouldn't hurt Ripple. So that's the way it struck me initially anyway, but I just got a kick out of this damn thing, so I had to share it with you guys. So there you go, Rapple. Sorry. Ripple and Apple merged together, and it's just getting put out there into the universe, man. I don't know. All right, into this now. As per a series of posts shared by XRPL Monitor over the past 24 hours, Ripple, crypto heavyweights, and several other major players have pushed an astounding amount of XRP, 225.2 million tokens. Tokens? Don't you mean shares? Some of those platforms are Ripple's ODL corridors in various parts of the world. And so then there's a little subheading: Ripple, Bitstamp, Binance, etc. move 195.7 million XRP. So, data shared by the XRPL Monitor tracking service has it that in the past 24 hours, a massive amount of XRP has been moved by Ripple and several others, as cited right there. And some of them are related to Ripple as platforms for on-demand liquidity transactions, which of course utilizes XRP as a bridge currency. Because XRP is one of the only cryptocurrencies on the freaking planet to actually be used for anything. The rest of it, it's just a bunch of speculation and surrounding effectively science experiments. That's pretty much it. But anyway, the largest transactions among those entities were conducted by Ripple, which is 21 million XRP, BitHome, which is the largest South Korean exchange and an on-demand liquidity platform, 60 million XRP, and Bitstamp, European on-demand liquidity corridor, 49.3 million XRP. Another 40 million of these tokens were received by Bitstamp from an anonymous wallet. And so among the other platforms that took part in these transactions are Bitbank, Binance, Coincheck, and Kraken. So certainly a lot of XRP flying around all over the place. And as I always say, just wait, man. This is going to look like a drop in the bucket as the years pass. And there's more adoption and more players in the space. Because you're always going to need to have a reshuffling of XRP, because flows are always going to be heavier in any corridor, especially for on-demand liquidity, from one direction as opposed to the other. All right, so here we go. From the Daily Hodl: German bank gearing up to launch cryptocurrency fund. Yay, general adoption, but the choices, interesting to say the least. So Hawk and Aufhäuser, one of Germany's oldest banks, is partnering with Berlin-based fintech company Capilendo to launch a fund aimed at investing in crypto assets. According to FundView, Hawk and Aufhäuser is set to roll out the crypto fund under its digital assets arm, Hawk and Aufhäuser Innovative Capital, or HAIC for short, in January 2021. How could this be, though? I thought that after the crypto bubble popped in 2017, I thought it was over. I thought the bubble popped, Bitcoin's going to zero, the whole asset class, it's done. It was a fun ride, but it was over. And here you've got a major bank starting a crypto fund? How about that? So the HAIC Digital Asset Fund, I will focus on three crypto assets: Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Stellar. What? What is this? These are not three cryptocurrencies that you hear clumped together in anything unless by accident. What is this? Normally you'd see it'd be the usual suspects: Bitcoin, maybe Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum, Litecoin. These are usually the top four you hear about when there's a new entity, bank or otherwise, trying to get their feet wet in the crypto space. You can think about what PayPal did, for example. But Stellar? Interesting, right? The German media outlet highlights that the fund will pursue a passive investment strategy. The German bank's foray into the crypto markets is a telling sign of the growing acceptance and attractiveness of cryptocurrencies in Germany, says Hawk and Aufhäuser private bankers chairman Michael Bentlich. And here's a quote: Forecasts predict a growing demand for fund products for digital assets, and we are also seeing strong interest on the customer side. Therefore, it is important for us to set the right course at an early stage and to give our customers access to this innovative asset class. It's interesting to me if you think about it. So I know the asset class, crypto asset class, has been around about 12 years at this point, but that's nothing. It's still in its nascency. And so you can think about it, despite all these years that have passed, that makes this bank an absolute trailblazer. And I mean that. Can you imagine seeing a story like this in 2015, 2016, even 2017? For me, the answer is no. But enough time has passed where you can see the world of legacy finance jumping in, recognizing, there is something to this. And so And it takes, think about it, for many of these entities, it's probably taken them years to get to the point where they could even publicly talk about this. So it's been researched for many, many, many years. Even if, for instance, maybe they, for all we know, didn't even start seriously considering it until after the last bubble pop. But people in finance, they're not necessarily stupid, especially if they're part of one of Germany's largest banks. And they understand that people speculate based on emotion. They buy and sell. They understand that bubbles form and pop. And in every single asset class, this is not unique to crypto. It doesn't mean that there's some sort of scam thing that's going away. It happened in real estate. It might probably right now even. Certainly happened in 2008, and that bubble popped, resulting in a terrible financial crisis. Right? There have been bubbles in the stock market and gold. Just pick your asset or asset class, and it's just part of the nature of market cycles, right? And so, they knew that, and then they spent time researching this, and now they decided that it actually makes sense to jump in, and this is just the beginning, and it's still always endlessly intriguing and exciting to me that we were able to jump in and invest before the major institutions and publicly traded companies jumped in, by and large. This was really, for the last 12 years, almost entirely driven by retail speculation. So just wait until some serious money flows in. But I'm telling you, this thing is not going away. Like, I have all the confidence in the world in XRP, I personally do. But even if I were wrong about the long-term viability of XRP, or if something goes catastrophically wrong that would make me feel differently, even if, which I don't believe will happen, I'm just saying, the crypto asset class still is not going away. And so I'm just going to continue to follow any cryptocurrency that solves a real problem, and that means it represents utility. That's what I'm going to be following. That's where I personally am going to be putting my money. But in September, Hawk and Hoffhauser secured a license for HAIC from the country's Federal Financial Supervisory Authority, or BaFin, which I'm not familiar with, but it doesn't, whatever. Earlier this year, the BaFin classified Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies as legal financial instruments in Germany. What do you know? A little bit of regulatory clarity. And here's a quote. They are defined as digital representations of a value that has not been issued or guaranteed by any central bank or public body, and is not necessarily linked to a currency specified by law, and that does not have the legal status of a currency or money, but is accepted as a medium of exchange by natural or legal persons, and can be transmitted, stored, and traded electronically. And see, without something like that, you wouldn't see these types of moves, which is why I just want in the United States here for greater progress to be made on the front of regulatory clarity. But that is it for this Moon Lambo Hot Jam. I am not a financial advisor. Do not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the Moon Lambo.